Recently, the Star Sailors game was released in beta. In today's video, we'll look at its gameplay, graphics, and discuss with you whether it's worth waiting for its global release. Greetings to all of you. This project is a turn-based gacha RPG with a combat system similar to Honkai Star Rail. The characters are made in the standard style for this genre. It can be emphasized that they do not look like each other, but differ both in appearance and perception. We can say that each has its own charisma that distinguishes it from the other. It's just that many gacha RPGs sin by the fact that the characters differ only in clothes, but there is no such thing here, for which the developers can be praised. The external component looks good, not top-end graphics, of course, but it's quite good. Now let's move on to the combat system. I'll tell you and show you how it looks here. At the beginning of the battle, we set up the team, replace the characters if necessary. By the way, everything is also not bad with optimization. Many projects that are in beta are lagging or working with errors. I have not yet encountered such things here. For now, turn off the auto battle. It works well, but I want to show you the gameplay. We have 3 combat characters on the field, and 2 slots are given to support players who either heal or throw buffs and debuffs. It's quite conveniently done. The characters are divided into 2 types. Those who are placed in these support slots cannot be put on the field. As the battle itself is built, we have a certain number of spell points on each turn. We can choose certain abilities for the cast, or we can use a regular attack to accumulate even more spell points for some powerful attack. Let's distribute our points in such a way that the first 2 will be buffed, and the third will save up for a powerful and expensive attack. We can also change and rearrange the order of the character's moves if we want to make some combination of abilities, which is very convenient if we need to build a certain sequence of buffs and attacks. Again, all animations are done at a good level. It does not reach the top of the genre, but it looks nice. And this is how the gameplay in this game is built. Sometimes, during the attack of our characters, a mini-game begins, in which you need to tap on the screen to cause more damage, or to impose an additional negative effect on the enemy. How do you like this gameplay, combat system, and animations? In the meantime, we finish off the enemy with the attack that we saved up the whole battle for and enjoy the animation of this ability. The battles are long compared to other gacha RPGs. But this is because of the specifics of the turn-based combat system. Someone will need such a system, someone needs faster battles, or when the characters fight themselves without player intervention. But by the time it's released, I think the game may have its own player base and occupy its niche in this genre. As for our main character, so far he looks like this, but as the story progresses, we will be able to discover new abilities and subclasses for him. They are divided into a tank, a support, and a damager. Moreover, in the future, Tier 3 subclasses will open, for which we will need to accumulate the appropriate shards. It is possible that in this game the main character will not even be a useless dummy, but a completely playable character, but only time will tell. I don't know about you, but I would love to make a paladin out of him. To improve our skills, we will need such scrolls, which we will get in the appropriate dungeons. Each element will need its own scrolls: fire, water, earth. As weapons, we use the memory cards that we get in summons along with copies of the characters, and later I'll show you how it all looks in this game. I think every player who has logged into Genshin or Honkai Star Rail is familiar with a similar weapon system. Leveling and upgrading are standard for this kind of game. This is usually an entire part of the game, which takes a huge amount of time to find the right characteristics and assemble the appropriate weapons. Regarding armor, there are also sets of things that can be made from them, adding appropriate characteristics. Again, a huge amount of time and energy will be spent on getting these things, but when a full set is assembled, and even with the necessary characteristics, this is a special pleasure in these games. Now let's move on to summons. There are standard ones, there are limited ones, and there are specialized ones for memory cards. I don't know if there's a 50-50 system here that many developers have been using lately. Let's make a summon into this banner and see what awaits my account. Something legendary awaits us. Even 2. SSR memory card, great. And a double for the girl I already have, and we're getting additional shards to improve her in the future. The game is based on the fact that we save resources for energy and improve our characters. To do this, we clear the corresponding dungeons to obtain resources. There are dungeons for accumulating character experience, gold, and experience improving memory cards, plus various skill upgrades. What energy will be spent on in this game? The first impression of the game is very pleasant due to its game mechanics and appearance. The characters look beautiful, the animations are well drawn, and there are no problems with optimization. What do you think about this project? I'm waiting for you in the comments and see you in the next videos.